refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. I'm sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me, keep on running. Toes they gonna take
This is what we got to tell.
I've been sad doing this.
I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm ready to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Better. How we doing, folks? This is Coach, your host for FFC. How we guys doing today? I know it's been a minute. I believe the last time we were together, I was doing playoff predictions. Not too well, I believe. Let's see who lost. I had the Bucks winning, and they lost to Washington. Congratulations to Washington with a rookie quarterback making it as far as he did. That was some amazing football played by the Griffins. It really, really was. Washington fans, don't go into a hole. Don't go into a hole. Everything's gonna be all right. Okay, everything's gonna be all right. Green Bay obviously did not go as far. They had the potential, but when Love had that injury and they just had just kind of an up and down season and still got into the playoffs, I kind of felt like they didn't have the aggression that they started the season with. And it happens. So hopefully next year they kind of recoup, rebalance, get everything back together, and go a little bit further in the playoffs. The Texans losing they beat the Chargers. We gotta say we can give a good coach like Harbaugh a good chance. Yeah, he just picked his team as what it was and got him into the playoffs, right? But for Herbert, there's another exit out of the playoffs. That scenario's got to change. Now, if the Chargers can make some significant changes going into this year, they could possibly host or visit an AFC championship game. But I mean, you got the Chiefs in that division. You got a young rookie quarterback in Bo Nix looking really, really, really good in that division. It's going to be tough for the Chargers. Still got the Bills, maybe. You got the Texans. The AFC is pretty rough now. You got Joe Burrow. They got to bounce back. You got Lamar Jackson. He's pissed. So I don't know, Herbert. Like that road for Herbert to get into that championship game next year, that's gonna be tough. They paid him all this money, and he could just continuously be a play out exit. It could just be a Phillip Rivers situation all over again with the Chargers, where he's good but he ain't good enough. Texans, another good playoff run, getting into the playoffs. They had a rocky season. They lost a lot of players on offense. So hopefully. So they got some difficult decisions to make. I don't think Tank Dell's gonna be playing football for a while. So they gotta go get a receiver. They could be smart and do it via free agency if they if they really like what's out in their free agency this year, which should be a lot of good receivers, to be quite honest. You can pair up a nice receiver with Stephon Diggs when he returns for his next 10 games. You got Nico Collins still. I would get another running back, but I'll probably wait for the draft for that. And then beef up the defense. The Texans could be making another run in that division. The coaching regime has changed in Jacksonville due to not making the playoffs. Doug Peterson is gone, so they got to look for another coach there. So the Texans right now have a wide open window to continuously take that division for another year. After that window might close quick. So as we move forward, we had the Eagles versus the Washington Redskins, and we had the Bills versus the Chiefs. Now I picked the Eagles to win. I just didn't see a rookie going I didn't see it. That's the only reason why I picked the Eagles. I mean, that's the only reason why. The Eagles have been the most dominant team this season between the running game, the passing game, and the defense. They have been unstoppable. Now the rookie played a great playoff game. This is great for his career. This is going to be great for the Washington Washington Commanders moving forward. I do think next year he may hit another. Depending on the schedule, depending on who they face, he could hit a sophomore slump. He gave a lot of defenses a lot of film, same as Stroud last year. So we could be looking at that again next year, but not a significant drop off. I think the kid is really, really, really special and really good. A little bit more talent around him could help, and beefing up the defense. So again, he could go through the slump. He could, or he could just be that guy. You know what I mean? We'll have to wait and see. Not necessarily wait and see. We'll know a lot more come, I would say, March, April, and I can get you guys a definite answer on if he's going to be a good top 3 pick, top 5 pick, or should he be somewhere, rounds 8 through 12. You know what I mean? So we'll be dabbling into that throughout the off season, which is starting to come up here real soon. Moving over to the AFC. Well, what do we say? Because Josh, what's next? What's next? Second time in an AFC champion, you're 0-2 in AFC championship games. You have not sniffed a playoff in your career. You golf and hang out with Super Bowl champions, and you are not one. Now, me personally, and I'm going to, I guess, say it till you win. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. You never should have got paid all that money. I've always said it. I'm always going to say it. You got paid in a loss to Patrick Mahomes, who in that same win against you goes to win the Super Bowl. Then there was another playoff game, but it wasn't an AFC championship game. Now there's controversy in overtime. That's why the overtime has changed, because you didn't get a chance. But Patrick Mahomes won that game, and you had to go home. And then here we are again. You beat him in the regular season. You want to know against Patrick Mahomes in the regular season. I knew he was about to sit on another Super Bowl ring, but you got your Super Bowl win. What was it, last year in the regular season? All that daggone cheering. But you simply cannot. You can't get past him. And I'm sorry. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Josh Allen ain't winning the Super Bowl. You pay him all that money to lose. You're not winning anything. You thought Josh Allen was getting the same slander? Look at Jared Goff. I sat here and told y'all about Goff. No, I said he didn't deserve all that money. There was no need to pay him all that money. All he's going to do is lose you in the playoffs. He's going to lose in the playoffs. Not the team. Goff. Goff can't handle pressure. Goff doesn't like to get hit. 2 of those things were happening in that playoff game, and he folded. All that money. And again, What's gonna happen? Y'all gonna look good in the regular season next year? Y'all gonna be putting up all these points again next year? Huh? Leading receivers, leading running back, all this crap. Oh, he has another 5 in his head. It's just one game, coach. It's just one game. Yep, that one game gonna translate to the playoffs under pressure because you gotta look at the stature of this game. But no, nobody wanna listen to coach. And then here goes Jared Goff into the playoffs. What does he do? Exits right back out. All that money, walk right out the playoffs. So, Goff and I don't look. I'm Goff is not winning the championship. Josh Allen is not winning the championship. If you look at the just look at the NFL. Josh Allen has been in the league 6, almost 8 years. Patrick Mahomes has been in same, give or take a year or two. And look at the amount of rings. There's nobody else in this era winning. You gotta understand, the one time he didn't win one, who did? That old man, the 44-year-old man did. With a new team. But other than that, it's been packed. See, because when it wasn't the old guy, a couple went to Eli, the other old man. A couple went to Peyton Manning, the other old man. I don't even know how he got that last one, but he got it. Old man Flacco got him one. You feel me? Big Ben got 2. Do you see where all the super Aikman with 3, Joe Montana with 4? I mean, do you see Russell Wilson with 1? Can't take it away. Can't take it away. My man, the backup quarterback that beat Brady hit the Patriots. Nick Foles got 1. Nick Foles got a Super Bowl champion before Josh Allen and Dak Prescott. Oh, Dak, you getting the slander too, buddy. You ain't getting one. You. Did you see the coach that you hired? Mr. Y'all not getting the Super Bowl. Come on. Anyway, that's why we ain't go. That's a quick soundbite on the Cowboys. But like, come on, man. Outside of the old people that you all like to continue to discontinue in this new age of football, I like one man, and y'all tired of him winning. Why? Because he the only one winning. How you mad at Mahomes? Because y'all want to blame the red Patriots? Look, Patriots went through the same slander. They went through the same slander. Okay, y'all just couldn't let the fact known that Brady was whooping everybody's ass. Okay, sorry for the curse, and I paid the fine. Y'all just didn't want that. No, and now this is what Pat doing. Struggling quarterbacks don't make you bad. You struggling doesn't mean you can't win. Look, let's look at that AFC game and let's take it back to the season, right? Paint you a picture. Because I honestly didn't know who was going to win that game. I said Josh Allen had to win that game. I wanted Patrick Mahomes to win that game. That's why they make a pick. But I said, Josh Allen has to. He wins this game, he actually beats the Eagles and wins the Super Bowl. I promise you that. If he could get past this man and that defense, he'd do it. But guess what? There's one itch that the Bills had on their resume this year where Mahomes and the Chiefs trumped it. And I'm going to tell you how. And I even talked about it at work at Bahama Reeds. I love working there. I love making great food. The Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills always allowed, or not the Josh Allen, the defense of the Buffalo Bills always allowed the opposing team to score first. You ever pay attention to that this year? The Bills always got scored on first. 2 games they lost by that. And the rest of them, they've come back and won. 2 of them were shootouts out of nowhere. I love those points. They work for me in winning football games. But it's the simple fact that they allowed a touchdown on them first every game. Now, here's why the Chiefs trumped that. It's not even the fact that the Chiefs scored first. If you all paid attention to the Chiefs this year and stop crying about these doggone flags that ain't gonna get up. All the referees kissing, no referees, Patrick Mahomes getting married. No, stop all that. Y'all gotta pay attention to something. no matter what, it's not like the Chiefs went out there and just scored a lot of points, right? But did you guys pay attention to one main fact? Anytime you scored on the Chiefs, they scored right back. Oh, I done messed up my doggone camera. Anytime you scored on the Chiefs, they scored right back. Point blank, period. I don't know how they did it. And when I mean they scored right back, like the minute you got a touchdown, 2 minutes later, the Chiefs were in the red zone. And you're like, wait, hold on, what happened? Now, you can call it a flag, you can call it the rest. It's not that. They know how to move the ball down the field. They know how to use clock. They know how to squeeze points. And they know how to control the game. Football. Simple football. Josh Allen and them could have won. And there was a point when it was 29-29. And they had the ball. And what happened? They couldn't finish. They could not get past the number one defense. Couldn't do it. They could not do it. So, here we are. We got Chiefs in the Super Bowl. We got Eagles in the Super Bowl. Kev, you might as well continue the drinking party. Yeah, I'm going there. Who we got? What's up, boss man? Yeah, they are. Like I said, it didn't matter how. If you looked at the score, it's not like the Chiefs put up a lot of points. What they did was they didn't let you get away from them when you scored on them. They just scored right back. They just controlled the game that way. If you let them score first, and then they basically playing tit for tat with you, because if they score first, they're not going to do nothing else until you score. I promise you. They're not going to do nothing. And when I say score, you have to take the lead on the Chiefs, because what they're going to do, they're going to take it right back. I don't know how they played that game, but it was the weirdest thing. Like I said, the Bills allowed a touchdown on them first every game, and they only lost 2 games by that. Chiefs only lost, 1-2 games themselves? And their situation was, if you scored and took the lead, they scored right back. They scored right back. They didn't want to shoot out with you, but they didn't let you get away. And because you could not expand the lead on the Chiefs, that's how they would win football games, period. And they wore you out defensively. I had the dude watching the game, and I said, here, look at the Bills now. Because I said, I didn't pick the Bills, but I said the Bills have to win this game, because if not, I'm tearing Josh Allen a new one, because that contract now to me is it's null and void. It's null and void. You pay that man all that money all this time, and he's done nothing but lose to the same person he cannot beat. That man, no matter where he is in the playoffs, if Patrick Mahomes is in Josh Allen's way, it's over. I don't care anymore. You can't convince me nowhere else. There's nothing about him that's going to convince me of that. You got 1 win in the regular season against this man. He's got rings on you. I don't care about anything else. Only one man I know that can handle him, and y'all been keeping him out. Ooh, but that's okay. Burrow coming back with fire this year. Wow, just watch the Bengals. Just watch. I kind of still feel sorry for the Ravens, because they're going to take a back seat this year. Coming into 25, 26. They're going to take an ugly back seat. I don't know why, but I just feel like they're going to take a back seat. But we'll get more into that later. Carl will tear me a new one for that one, though. Somebody say this soundbite, send it to Carl. But when you watch that game against the Bills and the Chiefs, just looked at it, right? The Bills couldn't get past 8 yards for passing. The Chiefs let him catch. Go look at the numbers. He was completing passes. And then, what was it? Second and 2 or 2nd and 4. They couldn't get it. 3rd and 2. They couldn't get it. They could not get. They would catch and run, and it's just like, you're not getting this first down, though. No, you're not getting this first down. Well, the defense had everything locked. In order for you to get down the field and score, you had to complete basically everything. You had to work through all 3 downs and get a first down before 4th down. You understand they didn't let you get 2nd down and 1st down? No. You were on 3rd down in order, because a couple of times there were 4th and inches that they had to sit here and scramble to get. Okay? So the Chiefs made you go through all 4 downs. You understand what that does? That's a clock eater. That's a clock eater. Because what they're going to do on offense is they're going to turn around and eat the clock even more. 1 minute you looked up and it was the second quarter. The next minute you looked up, it was 13 minutes left in the fourth. That means that was clock being eaten and no points were being moved unless you scored. And what did they do within 2 minutes? That's why the Chiefs, if you look at time of possession, did you pay attention to the fact that the Chiefs barely had the football? If you look at it, look, the score was 29-29. Bills had the ball, fourth quarter, 13 minutes left. But when you look at it, the Chiefs didn't do anything, did they? Nope. They just, again, used like 2 minutes and scored on you. And then let you use all that clock to do what? A field goal? Because what was it, 7-3 to start the game? And that lasted for a minute. It turned up in the third quarter. But that's when, again, if you score, we score. And then they took the lead off 32-29, bro. And you couldn't get a touchdown. They converted a 2-point conversion, and you couldn't. You like, oh boy. It's almost like I gotta agree with Stephon Diggs. Y'all know I don't like this man, and I gotta sit here and agree with Stephon Diggs. But you can't finish. None of you can anyway. But you can't finish, guy. You can't. Like, I don't know what else to say, but you cannot beat Patrick Mahomes. You can't beat the Chiefs. Sometimes it's just an Achilles heel in your way. This is your Achilles heel. Sorry, I just don't know what else to say. So as we move forward now to the Super Bowl, I will make a prediction. Everybody wants the three-peat. It's not going to happen. Patrick Mahomes will get another Super Bowl. He may not get another Super Bowl, but this year, nah. This Super Bowl right here is going to respectfully go to the Philadelphia Eagles because, man, even though the Chiefs can score, I need to see them stop the offense of the Eagles for them to win the Super Bowl. That's exactly how I'm coming at that. I need to see that great Chiefs defense deal with all that offense and quite possibly, dare I say, I got the cojones. I'm not scared of nobody. You going to fight me about it. But you know what? The Eagles have the number one offensive line. Look here. The Chiefs have not allowed over 100 rushing yards in any Super Bowl. Not one. However, the Chiefs have not faced an number one offensive line in any of those Super Bowls. Tom Brady had number one offensive line with the Bengals or with the Bucks. Don't let that fool. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He had a great defense that blitzed in that game because the quarterback had turf toe. Patrick Mahomes had turf toe. And he had two starting offensive line out. I would have blitzed as well. I'm sending the whole house. I don't care who you are. I'm sending the whole house. You're not running. You can't go nowhere. Bye. So yeah, don't give me that. That was not the number one offensive line for the Buffalo for the Bucks. No, but this Eagles offense, this is the number one offensive line going against the number one defensive line. Oh yeah, buddy. Yeah, it's gonna be a good. Let me tell you, this game got to be one in the trenches. It has to be. Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey, they're not doing all that yippity-doo-dah crap against his Eagles defense. It's going to have to be, he's going to be able to run. He's going to get his third downs. Don't let that fool you. Pat's still going to run his third downs. However, the Eagles may be the ones to stop the whole, if you score, we score. And if they stop that, okay, if they stop it, Super Bowl champs, Philadelphia Eagles. They built this team for the Super Bowl. They built that defensive line. They built everything. They went and got Saquon. That man stayed in the same division. Told that man on the phone, I told you I want to be. stayed in the same. He said, "What? I want to be in the East." He in the East. He up in the Northeast. Woo! He up there. Look. No, yeah, no, Northwest a little bit. Northwest East. I don't know. No, Northeast. I'm tripping. Philly. Northeast. Coach at mid school a while. I'm sorry. But anyway, Philly is they went and got one of the best running backs in the league, something the Cowboys should have done, and they're in the Super Bowl for it. And the Cowboys are not. They didn't want to pay Saquon what he was worth. They let him go out there and test his market. He tested the market, and the market paid him. And the market sent him to a Super Bowl. They don't get no happier than that, man. Like, come on. So I look, you win Super Bowls by two things: running the football and playing great defense. You have to have a great offense. You have great offensive line to run the football, and you got to have a great defense. Okay, period. Eagles have both. I don't think the Chiefs have a running game. Y'all not gonna fool me with Isaiah Pacheco. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. He's great for that offense, but you're not gonna sit and tell me Isaiah Pacheco is gonna be the reason why the Chiefs win this football game. No, it can't be. So, with that being said, it's gonna be the Eagles that win their Super Bowl with Jalen Hurts. I do believe that. I don't see the 3P happening. It's too predictable, and if it does, well, then we finally figured out how predictable the NFL is, and their referees will simply walk teams into the Super Bowl and help them win. Those are the only two outcomes. Either this is a fair play, and the Eagles go out there and smash the Chiefs, or hey, the Chiefs could simply outmatch the Eagles. They really could. They can go out there. Andy Reid is a great mind. He can go out here and simply just methodically tear the Eagles a new one. It can happen. It really can. But with this being a rematch, and with the fact that the same Chiefs defense couldn't stop Jalen Hurts in that game, I just feel like he's going to put on another great performance with now the help of A.J. Brown and Saquon Barkley. It's going to be a great show. I'm really excited. I love the way A.J. Brown has been approaching himself in the playoffs. Like, dude is riding in a Honda, the logo for the Super Bowl. Ooh. Coming around, reading books on the sideline. Like, it's just, it could have been anything. It could have been a comic book. It didn't matter what it was. It's just the fact that it's the professionalism that was displayed on the sideline for a Super Bowl team. Those Chiefs have been very, very professional throughout this entire season. One of the best professional. That's why you can't beat the Chiefs if you can't stop their you score, we score. You know what I mean? But the way they've carried themselves, both teams have. This is gonna be one of the most humble Super Bowls. People might cry in the Super Bowl. Okay, that's how humble in the Super Bowl is gonna be, because you got two great quarterbacks going at it again. And this ain't gonna be the Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes scenario. I don't know if they're just gonna have, if the fates are just gonna be like, not only do you just drop Josh Allen all over the place, right? Not even this guy can beat you, Mahomes. You're the best. I don't think life is just gonna go that route. You know what I mean? What more of the best can he display? The 3-peat, really? That's what he can display of being the best? I don't think so. The 3-peat does not define his legacy at all. It's the fact that he is an unbeatable quarterback, and he is one of the best quarterbacks to do what he does on the field is his legacy, period. Okay? If Patrick Mahomes retired right now in 5 years, he's the first ballot Hall of Fame. That lets you know right there and then there's nothing left he needs to do outside of keep playing football and winning games, okay? And winning more championships if he can. So it's just one of the, it's just, I truly believe this is the Super Bowl that the Eagles are going to get under Sirianni. Under Spagnuolo and Jalen Hurts. Like this combo, they have fought through everything since they've been together, right? It's like their reward payoff. Like, we did it. Like, we did it. You know what I mean? Like, everything we fought for. Because you ever notice I have not talked about his contract, have I? No. Jalen Hurts got paid because he took their team to the Super Bowl. The second year, he took them to the NFC Championship game. The next time he went to the, if I'm not mistaken, the NFC Championship game. And here we are with him again in the Super Bowl. So he's been in the Super Bowl 2 times. Yeah, that contract. Have I talked about Jalen Hurts' contract? Nope. No, I haven't. Here's another thing I love. You there. Schedulers, the ones that create the NFL scheduling. How genius are you? Do you know I paid attention? So I'm going to call it out. And somebody call me if I'm wrong. Outside of, I think, maybe they had a rematch in the regular season right after the Super Bowl. I just can't remember. But if I'm not mistaken, I don't think the Eagles and the Chiefs have faced each other since that Super Bowl. Which makes this game very, very important. Because, yes, now Patrick Mahomes could go up 2-0 against the Eagles and the same quarterback. Or this time it could be split 1-1. Which to then later on down the line, we could have yet another rematch, right? We could, if they want to play that game. But if I'm not mistaken, I don't think they've seen each other in the regular season since the Super Bowl, because obviously one's AFC, one's NFC. And I don't remember the last time the Chiefs played the NFC East conference-wise. Like, hell, I can't tell you the last time I seen the Chiefs play the Cowboys. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't remember the last time the Chiefs played the Giants. Anybody? Y'all can help me. I'm old. I'm almost 41. Like, clock is ticking on me. So I could be completely wrong. I'm going off the top of my head. I'm not looking up anything. I don't recall. I don't recall the Chiefs tearing the Giants a new one. Like, you see what I'm saying? So therefore, I don't remember the Eagles and the Chiefs playing each other outside of the Super Bowl. This game is going to be huge. Three-peat in the NFL is crazy. It is very crazy. And I don't think it's going to happen. I don't. I put more in my basket that the Eagles win this game. I do. I feel like I'll be honest with you. I don't think they get here to lose to Patrick Mahomes again. You know what I mean? Again, I don't recall the last time they played each other outside of the Super Bowl. So this is going to be that intense. Like, you might get timid play to start, or you might get aggression and flags to start, because it's just going to be one of those that the intensity in this game is going to be crazy. I promise you. Like, and here's my thing too. How much you want to bet the noise in that stadium is on the side for the Eagles? Everybody wants these Chiefs to lose. I don't know why. I actually, for them to win and have a three-peat would be the greatest thing in history to ever see. Nobody's ever done it. So why not allow? Nobody's ever won MVP and won a Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes did it. The Madden curse, I think he beat the Madden curse. And then, I don't know, because for me, Madden curse can come right back around on you the next year, and I think it did on him. So, it did it to Brady. It did to a couple people that came back around the next year. You thought you beat it, and it came and bit you right back the next year. It's like it held a grudge. So, I just don't think you really beat the Madden curse. So, but to go three-peat, it's not that it's not an easy or hard situation, right? This is an opportunity you have to execute it. Best way to put it. It's the opportunity you have. We have an opportunity to see a three-peat. We have an opportunity to see Patrick Mahomes be yet again another repeater that is he versus. Okay. So now he's holding so much collateral over teams. Like y'all can't beat me. Don't matter. You come at me once, you come at me twice. That's just like history wise, that would be unprecedented. Like we would be able to sit here and say who can beat this man. Like Carl say, don't bet against my homeboy. I have to this year. And it might bite me in the butt, but I have to go with the Eagles this year because I have to have faith that the Eagles did not come all this way to go 0-2 in the Super Bowl. That happens. It happens because Jalen Hurts did not have a great game. And it happens, but after that is now there's going to be talks, there's going to be questions. Why didn't they run the ball more? Or why didn't they pass the ball more? Like if adjustments aren't made correctly, the coach is going to get tore up. There's a lot riding. You understand if the Chiefs lose this game, we'll be back. It was fun. It was a rough season. You know, we didn't all play that well. You know, we thought this would eventually catch up to us. We're a great team. We're also a great organization. Congratulations. They really deserved it. We're going to get all that from Kermit. We're going to get all the good talk. Like, he's going to sit on that podium. Mind you, Jalen Hurts will win the Super Bowl, and that podium is going to be filled with cameras to talk to Patrick Mahomes after a loss, right? But if the Eagles lose, oh, man. Like, what now? Like, you're 0-2. This guy looks like he's gonna live in the Super Bowl, and you guys are gonna have to deal with that, and you can't. So it's like, like some dumb reporter will stand up and ask, "Do you guys think you'll ever be able to get to this point? Ever think you'd be able to be Patrick Mahomes, or do you think this team is too much for you guys?" Like, I mean, somebody's gonna ask that stupid question. I'm sorry, this is the media; they're supposed to, because guess what? That's going in the paper if it's answered the right way. Anyway, wrong way, it doesn't matter. It's going in the paper. That guy has that question. You see what I'm saying? So it's. I really feel like there is more riding on the Eagles winning this football game than there is for the Chiefs to win this game. Chiefs have Super Bowl rings already. It's not that the Eagles don't have Super Bowl rings already. This regime that has been here for 4 years has nothing but an NFC championship appearance. 3 of them. 3 of them, 4 of them. And now 2 Super Bowl appearances. So that's good. That is amazing. If you win this one. If you win this one. If you don't win this one, there's talks. There's talks because you built this team to win. Like, what else do you need to do? You feel me? Like, what else is there for you to do? They don't have receivers over there. They don't. The only person to me, and you guys don't have to think it, I do, and it's the fact that he can still take a double team by the threat of his name and by the threat of his ability, and that's DeAndre Hopkins. But I do believe the Eagles secondary will be just fine because that rookie ain't going out there and he ain't about to expose nothing in the Eagles secondary. If Hopkins can't do it, the Eagles their rookie's not doing it. Everything is going to be on who? Mr. Two Catch Kelsey. Kelsey had 2 catches and they beat the Bills. That's very important. 2 catches and they beat the Bills. The Bills can't do it. That's the problem. Now, if you do that against these Eagles, that's going to be bad. That's going to be real bad because it's not too many other places against this Eagle defense you can really go with the ball. I mean, let me be real. If the Chiefs have the number 1 defense, who do you think is number 2? They both got here by strength of defense and by strength of one by strength of offense because Saquon Barkley in the last 10 games has over 100 yards rushing. So, can he do this in the playoff game? We got to wait and see. It's funny. He loses the playoff game and he heads to the Pro Bowl. I wasn't going to no Pro Bowl after losing. I'm sorry. Maybe the AFC Championship game. No. The maybe the semifinal, the second round, like where Lamar lost. Yeah, I probably. It's time to mull it over. I probably go hang out in Hawaii or wherever the new Pro Bowl is. But if I lose the AFC Championship game, no, I'm not going. NFC Championship game, no. Can't do it, buddy. I'm out. All right. So, Chiefs, Eagles, we got 10 days. Everybody should be well rested. There should be no injuries. They're basically all getting a bye week. It is a fair matchup. It's going to be one to see. I'm excited. I'm very excited for the Super Bowl. I really am. It is the saddest day of my life because that means there's no more football. But don't worry, because Coach will still be here once a week. I'm still working on stuff with Hard Rock for them fixing my account. So until then, can't really do parlay with Coach because I don't have the information and I can't put any tickets out. So we will be holding off on that show for the time being until I get my stuff together. Not my stuff. Until I get my account fixed. That's what I should have said. Stuff together. Hey, my fault. Until I get my account fixed. But until then, we will be here once a week, every week, to talk to you guys about football, about potential players for next year. We still have stats to go over and rankings. So we have end of season rankings that basically will carry us into next season. So we will do that live each week. We will go over every position: wide receiver, quarterback, tight end, defenses, quarterback. I think I said quarterback. But every position, we go over everybody. They're getting ranked, top to bottom. They're getting ranked. Some of y'all might not like my rankings. I can promise you, some of y'all will not like it. But it's all based off what the production was for these players in this season. So I appreciate you guys for coming on and watching with Coach. I said we'll be back next week on, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday, whichever day I'm off. We'll be back and we will be going over. Basically, we'll be getting ready for the Super Bowl. Okay, that'll be our. I already gave my prediction, but basically we'll just be coming on if anything happened in the media. Basically talking about if I feel like anything's changed since then. Hopefully, if I got my account fixed by then, we can get into more numbers, like over under what the spread is. Talk more a little bit about that. I can't do that now because I don't have the information. So hopefully I can get that fixed and taken care of. But I appreciate you guys for coming on and watching. Say again, stay tuned for next week. We'll be back for another show. And then from there on, again, the season will be over at the Super Bowl. Sad. But we'll still be here because we have end of season trade. So as soon as the Super Bowl hits, right, I think like a week later, there's releases and trades, if I'm not mistaken, that happen. And of course, from there, we walk into March, which I believe is free agent frenzy. I love free agent frenzy, by the way. It's an awesome time. You see a lot of guys get paid going to their new team. A lot of players. You see what happens in NFL free agency. When free agent frenzy hits, you kind of get an idea of what's going to happen in the draft, especially for offensive positions. What we're looking at for fantasy purposes. So like rookie receivers or rookie running backs could be coming to a team, depending on if they didn't get that in the free agent frenzy. See, so those are kind of things we'll be discussing and looking at and getting up and getting ready for next season. Again, Coach is retired again. I'm going back into retirement. I'm not playing fantasy football anymore. I'm here for you all. I want to give you all this information. Except for Teddy. Teddy, we will be working together. You will be making all the moves. I will be your advice. That's it. I'm only giving you structured, sound advice. No, Teddy, put that down. Don't touch that play. He's trash. Stuff like that. That's all you're going to get. Nothing else. Okay? Nothing else. I'm over here. My voice is over here knocking over paperwork. All right. Anyway, so I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys again for watching. Tune in next week. We'll be back for another great episode of FFC. Coach is out.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.